Hello everybody, it's me Amit Chhetri. Welcome to today's vlog. So in today's vlog, we are going to reflect on our annotated bibliography and who we want to interview for our research. So let's start with the blog. So after selecting the topic of analysis of inflation trend in Nepal study from 2013 to 2023, which is a decade, for the research paper, me along with my four other team members moved into the process of making the annotated bibliography, and we have selected many peer-reviewed articles, journals, and the research paper, and out of all of them we have selected 10 papers for the annotated bibliography. And out of those 10 annotated bibliography, I personally have made the 3 annotated bibliography. So let's see how I did all the annotated bibliography. So welcome to my slides, and I have chosen the 3 annotated bibliography. So here are the 3 annotated bibliography that I've done. So let's look first. Let's understand the format of the annotated bibliography that we have done. So looking at the article number 1, this paper was written by Karki, Banjare, and Dumbre on 2020, and the topic of this paper is a review on impact of inflation on economic growth in Nepal. So looking at the basic format of how I did the annotated bibliography. So first I have written the introduction or the main purpose of the paper. So if you look here, the main purpose of the study was to find out the relationship between inflation and economic growth in economic literature. And author has also examined whether the inflation is generally beneficial or harmful for the economic growth. Then in the blue section, you can see that I have written the resource method that the authors have used for this paper. So the research has, in this paper, the author has used the quantitative method to conduct the study using different data from various sources like World Bank data, economic survey report, and so on. And they have also used different tools such as averages, line graph, trend line, and so on. Then moving forward, I have also written the major findings of this paper, which is highlighted by the um, purple color. So the study revealed that 6% inflation rate is favorable for the economic growth in Nepal, and 6% economic growth can support the economic growth. And if it goes beyond 6%, then it is not good for the economic growth. And then at the last, in the green section, we have written about my reflection or my critiques after reading this paper. So if you look here, the article has used the data of 2008 and 2009. So it is very old data. So I have written that using more recent economic data could have been used in the data for the holistic understanding. So looking at the article number 2, this paper was written by Ghimire Sa and Piol in 2020. And the topic of this paper is economic growth in Nepal. And this paper was generally done to find the relationship between different macroeconomics variable, including inflation and their impact on the economic growth of Nepal. And the author has also used the same uh, quantitative method for this paper as well, and they have used different tools like multiple linear regression, correlation of Carl's person, and different trend analysis to evaluate the data as well. And talking about the article number 3, it was written by the Ridwan, and they have talked about the determinants of inflation from the perspective of monetary and economics variable. So here also he had used the quantitative approach, and he had mainly used the concept of regression analysis for this paper. So all these paper will be very handy in our further research because they are somehow related with the inflation and determinants of inflation and how inflation affect the economic growth of the country or of Nepal. So moving on, talking about the next question, who we want to interview for our primary research. So basically our research will be purely based on the secondary data. Hence, we don't have to make any questions. However, we have to visit the Nepal Rashtriya Bank as it is one of our major source of secondary data for our research paper. So our team is working extensively on this topic as we are progressing on the research in all week. And so we our next task is to visit Nepal Rashtriya Bank and take the interview of director of Nepal Rashtriya Bank, and let's hope we will be doing better as we move on further research. This much for today, and thank you so much for watching this vlog.